every time I leave and I come back, they tell him to do that to his garage. He's part of the group that has been gang stalking me with the prior owner, his family member, that was terrorizing me with 2448, the military people. And the government faked a water damage to their property, like they flooded my property. They faked water damage to their property and then paid them both off and then moved them out. The United States government. So prior to me leaving, they have Leah Patrice Jones Menace next door, 2448, continuing to bang nonstop on the walls to my home. She hasn't stopped since she moved in 2022. And everyone's aware of it. The government, adding people to targeted programs where they're stalking you and then paying the neighbors with resources and having the judges and law enforcement write fraudulent police reports and lie about it. The United States government, this is all going down in the United States. Not only in the United States, in the state of Georgia, Colorado, Florida. I'm trying to think all the states I was in, they were targeting and terrorizing me. Connecticut, they had me assaulted in Connecticut by Brian Albert. He assaulted me. And then HR got involved and they were trying to interrupt the police interview. And then they had Brian Albert run in front of me and run upstairs to his room in the Marriott, which seyfarth Shaw is legal counsel. So when he assaulted me, they told security not to provide evidence to law enforcement of the assault because they knew it was on video. So and then afterwards they gave him a job. So now he's president of Eagle Investments. So that's what he received to assault me. Everybody that has been assaulting me, targeting, terrorizing, harassing me, the United States government funds them with new homes, provides them free repairs inside of their home to increase the equity, gives them free loans, low interest rates, pays off their credit card debt, and then gives them new jobs. So a lot of the stuff they do behind the scenes, so you can't really see the money moving in motion, but it's definitely moving in motion. They target me and gang stalk me nonstop 24/7. The red car that you just seen drive by, they like to harass me with red cars because in their mental minds, in the Bible breaks down the horses, the colors of the horses, and the energy they have. And so the United States, this psychological nonsense that they're pulling, harassing you with occult books and misinterpreting the Bible, they like to harass me with white and red cars because, of course, the Bible said white, red, and black. So, of course, the United States government likes to harass me with red and white cars, primarily red cars, but as you can see, we were driving over here and there was white cars they have staged and parked over to the side. The United States government, FBI, Cash Patel, Pam Bondi, Merritt Bryan Garland, everybody that they had before them and after them. This has been going on since President Obama, his administration okayed the EEOC complaint, and since 2009 I have been targeted, terrorized, harassed, and then most recently they started assaulting me with directed energy weapons. The United States government. The United States government. Okay? With Congress. Congress is aware of this. Congress is approving this. Judge is approving this. Kathryn Dorough, that's involved in all of this. Kathryn Dorough is a former judge of DeKalb County, might I add. This same county. So seyfarth, who engaged in the criminal activity, is they are legal counsel for Corp that owns this HOA. My former employer runs their 401k plan. So seyfarth Shaw has a lot of involvement in this. I asked the court to sanction them for providing fraudulent payroll data, and they've been targeting and terrorizing me ever since. They've been trying to break into my home several times. They have police officers authoring fraudulent police reports. They have the neighbors authoring fraudulent police reports. You call the police on the neighbors for banging on your walls, they will come back and SWAT your home with several officers standing outside for 45 minutes to an hour. The United States government. You send law enforcement emails telling them to leave you alone and stop harassing you, they'll come back, have Officer Gatelin. Now, this is Gateberry, right? So they have Officer Gatelin, they had him pull into the roundabout harassing me when they had Nicole Dorough them. They gave them a black adopted child, had them shooting pellets at my home, moved them in the same time that they moved Vanessa Elena Brown that works for Wells Fargo, that had Wells Fargo steal my home after they had her shoot my home up with pellets, and then lying about it, saying that there is no noise they can hear from the video, and then adding $40,000 in fines to my account so I couldn't sell my home. And so then Wells Fargo was able to foreclose on it and steal it, with the United States government coordinating with their legal counsel, seyfarth. Seyfarth is also legal counsel for Wells Fargo. They're legal counsel for DeKalb County that knew that my home was in bankruptcy stay, and they recorded the deed anyway. They was like, we don't give a shit. Georgia law overrides federal law, which is a lie. You guys know that. And so they stole the money out of my estate, and now the home, they valued it at $590, but they have it on the auction site for $671,000. Okay, so they forced the foreclosure. They stuck it at a price of $590, and then now they're trying to resell it for an auction price of $671. The United States government, this is what they have going on with Logs Legal Group in Albert Pike. Now, the reason why they put Albert Pike from Wells Fargo is because I sent one of the intervener plaintiffs one of the books written by Albert Pike. So Albert Pike, of course, is a Freemason. So a lot of these individuals that are targeting me, they're using occult books that were designed or written by Freemasons. So I already told you there's a lot of people that are, the person that used to live here before, he was a Freemason. He was a Dedrick Ward. He was a Freemason, and he works for the police department. Now he works for National Department of Defense. So that's why they like to relate things when they're targeting and terrorizing me. United States government, nonstop.